I will not cry by the end of this. I will not cry by the end of this. I will not cry by the end of this. I will not cry by the end of this. I'm going to cry by the end of this. So yes, today we are finally back with Hamilton Act 2. The outpour of love and support on my Act 1 reaction of Hamilton has been absolutely insane. You all have had such a fun time with the first act reaction, and I couldn't be happier to bring you all the second act reaction to this wonderful, amazing show. Funny enough, the Act 2 is actually my favorite of the two acts. I think there's a lot of grit and a lot of heart and a lot of pain that we have to get through that makes the whole story better in the end, because I love conflict and I love putting pressure on the main characters. There's not a lot else that I want to say before we just hop right into this, but thank you all again so much for all your love and support. Let's just get right into this.
Someone came along to resist him, pissed him off until we had a two-party system.
I just love that Burr is the ultimate antagonist to Hamilton the entire show. He's the one that's introducing all the conflicts, the resolutions, everything and anything that has to be done with Hamilton is done by the person who snuffs out Hamilton. Hey, y'all forget about me. I was a different person in Act 1.
Mr. Jefferson, welcome home.
Mr. Jefferson.
You're like, oh, hold up. You think you're going to shake George Washington's hand, you little French-speaking motherfucker?
Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight.
There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
In there, useless as two shits. Hey, turn around, bend over. I'll show you where my shoe fits.
I love that line so much. Everybody, welcome to the oldest 10-year-old of all time.
Philip, take it away.
And I just turned 9. You could write rhymes, but you can't write mine. I practice French and play piano with my mother. My daddy's trying to start America's bank.
Let's go!
With the comma after dearest, you've written my dearest Angelica.
See, now I really want to know if this is actually true, because if he actually did that in real life and wrote that sort of letter and it's like documented, that'd be fascinating. That really does give some justification as to behind this whole backstory between him and Angelica.
You won't be an ocean away, you will only be a moment away.
That is such a good line. You won't be an ocean away, you'll just be a moment away. Can Lin-Manuel just write my entire life, please? I feel like my life would be 20 times more interesting.
Take a break.
You know I have to get my plan to Congress.
Alexander, I think that you are one of the most underrated politicians of all time. But right now, you are being a dumbass. You got these two beautiful women trying to get you to go upstate. What are you doing, my guy?
And Alexander's by himself. I'll let him tell it.
Is it ironic that the one time Burr doesn't introduce what's actually going on is one of the biggest mistakes of Hamilton's life? No.
You are a man of honor. I'm so sorry.
This song is high-key one of the sexiest songs of all time. I don't care what anybody says. This music, woo! I don't know if I could say no to this.
Let her legs spread and said, hey.
Has there ever been a bigger glow-up on stage than Peggy to Mariah Reynolds? The sexiest on-stage character I've seen in a long time. That note, oh my good baby Jesus.
I'm gonna finally have to listen to you.
Really?
Talk less. I'm sorry, Burr, I gotta go.
Oh, but
Decisions are happening over dinner.
Again, laying the seas. Why is Burr so pissed? Why is he so mad? It was a long story. Ugh, I get goosebumps every single time that music just drops down right there. Ugh.
well, Daddy's gonna find out any minute.
I'm sure he already knows.
Do you know who your father is?
I'll pull the trigger on him. Someone load the gun and cock it. While we were all watching.
I also think it's kind of funny that the founding fathers hate each other that much back in the day. Thomas Jefferson despised Alexander Hamilton. I had no idea that that was ever a thing.
Look back at the Bill of Rights,
Which I wrote.
I'm still important to this story.
Southern mother, Democratic Republicans.
I hate that they had to bleep that out. So to keep the PG-13 rating, they had to only leave one F-bomb in the movie. And I'm sad they didn't keep Southern motherfucking Democratic Republicans, because that was one of my favorite F-bombs of the whole thing.
I'm stepping down, I'm not running for president. I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, you said what now?
It outlives me when I'm gone.
I always wondered what finally made them decide that 2 terms was the ultimate length that you should do for being the president. I think George did it for a couple more than 2 terms, but it's still interesting to figure out that time frame in the very beginning. Oh, Christopher Jackson can sing so good. Perfect placement for the king to come in.
Da, 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 da.
I have to set that laugh as my ringtone.
Me for resortedly, I paid him quarterly. I may have mortally wounded my prospects, but my papers are orderly.
I find that fascinating that Hamilton is willing to die on his hill over his honor and his legacy versus lying about the fact that he cheated on his wife for all these years.
As you can see, I have done nothing to provoke legal action. Are my answers to your satisfaction?
Oh, I just now noticed that. If you saw in that shot, Mariah Reynolds or Peggy is sitting there on the side just watching this whole situation play out. That is perfect.
How do I know you won't use this against me the next time we go toe-to-toe?
And we both know what we know.
Burr, you are such a little shit. I love you as a character, but oh my God, you really gonna kick him when he's at his lowest. I love the Reynolds pamphlet.
Thank God someone who understands what I'm struggling here to do.
I'm not here for you.
Just imagine that being the one person that you thought that you could count on, one person that might actually have your back, and they pull it back and say, I'm not even here for you. I'm here for the person you destroyed. Ugh.
One less thing to worry about. One less thing to worry about.
Jonathan Groff's dancing is my spirit animal, if you didn't already know.
His poor wife.
Again, Hamilton is 2 hours and 30 minutes of Philippa Sue trying to make you cry.
Well, I go visit his box.
God, you're a punk.
Y'all look pretty good in your frocks. How about when I get back, we all strip down to our socks?
Anthony Ramos is one of the most slick little boys you ever done seen.
Clearly, aim your gun towards the sky.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What a little bitch. He shot on 7. That is the most low of low moments. You can't even wait till 10. There's a special place in hell for people like you.
Can we get back to politics?
Please.
Yes!
Is missing in action, so now I'm facing Aaron Burr with his own faction.
Until I had watched and listened to Hamilton for the first time, I had no idea that Aaron Burr actually ran against Thomas Jefferson in his run for presidency, or that Aaron Burr was the vice president.
Talk less, smile more.
I almost can't stand Burr being this chipper and happy.
Openly campaigning.
Sure.
That's new.
Honestly, it's kind of draining.
Honestly, I kind of hate my life at this point.
Jefferson has my vote. But when all is said and all is done, Jefferson has beliefs. Burr has none.
Ugh, I get such goosebumps. I'm sorry, but he's just being honest. But that's probably the biggest slap in the face you could ever give to Burr.
Immigrant, orphan, bastard horse. I somehow endorsed Thomas.
This is the one time that he's not even happy to introduce this shit.
Here's an itemized list of 30 years of disagreements.
Sweet Jesus.
Hey,
It's like even when I'm trying to be mad at you, you're still perfect.
They won't teach you this in your classes, but look it up. Hamilton was wearing his glasses. If not to take deadly aim, it's him or me.
I know Hamilton ended up doing the right thing, but Burr's not wrong. He had a lot of things that were telling him the other opposite thing of what he was actually going to do.
He aims his pistol at the sky.
I may have been the first one to die, but I'm the one who paid for it. I survived, but I paid for it.
It's the saddest but most true line of the entire show.
Every other founding father's story gets told. Every other founding father gets to grow old.
Preach!
Oh, can I show you what I'm proudest of?
It doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing. And whenever I hear orphanage, I just lose it. All right, so that was Act 2 of Hamilton. Hamilton is by far and away one of my all-time favorite Broadway musicals and shows. I think it's such an important story to tell. I think it was beautifully done. I think it was beautifully directed, beautifully acted, beautifully choreographed. Just anything and everything that you can think about from a technical standpoint was absolutely superb. The story is heartbreaking to listen to, but also so informative and so well thought out and so well versed. I can't help myself when not watching that show. It gets me so emotional, and I love all the passion and all the hard work that has gone into it and is continued to be shown through fans like you and myself every time we get to watch it on Disney Plus, now that it gets to live there. And I'm so glad that it does, because not enough people had the chance to see this before it got there. And I'm so glad that now everyone can be a part of what makes this show so special and so magical. Lin-Manuel Miranda, thank you so much for giving us your gift and giving us your time and your passion and creating this wonderful piece of art that we all now get to love and enjoy for the rest of time. So, if you like what you saw here today and you want to see more, if you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that like button, I would truly, truly appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Also, smack that post notification bell so you get notified every single time a new video goes live on the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section down below of what was your favorite moment from Hamilton and any other movie musicals that maybe you want to see me react to in the future. And besides all of that,